Welcome to the Goalbusters Expert Peak Productivity Tips podcast, where top business experts get just 7 minutes to answer 5 rapid-fire questions about what they do and how they stay productive. Each episode is packed with actionable insights to help boost your efficiency and achieve your goals. Let's dive in and unlock the secrets to peak performance. Well, hello everyone. My name is Robin J. Emden, and I'm the creator and author of the Get Resultsology system and a dedicated accountability coach. My mission is to empower solopreneurs to unlock their true potential, boost their income, and achieve extraordinary success by maximizing productivity, streamlining their businesses, and aligning their goals with their authentic vision and purpose. If you're ready to turn ambition into action and transform your goals into reality, you're in exactly the right place. My guest today is Nicki Sciberras. Nicki is a passionate educator and marketing expert, specializing in Facebook ads, Google ads, and SEO. As a founder of TDE, Nicki has helped hundreds of business owners transform their businesses and lives into one they love, aligned with the freedom and lifestyle they originally set out to create. An ex-corporate marketing manager turned online marketing strategist, Nicki is dedicated to helping ambitious entrepreneurs grow their traffic, sales, and revenue through Meta ads, Google ads, and SEO without relying on constant social media presence. When she's not designing dream businesses by day, Nicki is a gym enthusiast, an unofficial margarita connoisseur, and enjoys exploring Sydney's hottest spots or cheering on her niece at sports events. Nicki, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for the lovely introduction. So excited to be here.
You're very welcome. I'm very excited to have you here as well. And I've already mentioned, given the game away, you must be in Sydney. But what time is it for you there?
It's 8:17 in the evening, actually. Just got back from the beach. It's 40 degrees today, so it was quite warm.
Oh gosh, I'm so envious. It's 9 o'clock in the morning in here in England. It's dank. It's still a bit dark because it's so dank and it's cold. So you could not have a bigger contrast in climate and parts of the world and time difference too. And you're ahead of me, I think. So after this call, I'm going to ask you, what's going to happen today because I'd really like to know. So, all right, so let's get on with the. I'm really interested to hear. I know that we talked a little bit about what you do and some really creative and interesting changes that you're making to your business. I'd love to hear about that. So let's talk about what you do. So I'm going to start the clock before I forget. And there it goes. Nicki, let's talk about who is your ideal client, please.
So in our agency, our ideal client is lifestyle, fashion, and beauty online business owners, but we have been shifting lately to focus on course creators because we've seen, we've had a lot of people in this space coming to us and asking for help. So we're shifting a lot of what we do to the teaching space for course creators. Anyone that's probably validated their business or validated their course and is ready to get more traffic and take it to the next level, they're the people that come and find us, and we help them do that.
Okay, that's an exciting new thing to move into. That's really interesting. Thank you. So what exactly is the problem that you solve with all of that?
So essentially, what we find with most course creators is that they have trouble bridging the gap between where they are and the revenue that they want to achieve. And that's generally because they haven't got enough traffic visiting their website to get the amount of sales that they need. So essentially what we say is we teach course creators to run meta ads using a simple blueprint, which is what we teach, so they can find their dream students with ease and finally reach their income goals without that 24/7 hustle and bustle, because a lot of course creators are literally working 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, and they just can't seem to break free of that hamster wheel. So we teach them to get the traffic they need so that they can reach their revenue goals and finally live the dream life they set out for.
Excellent. In fact, you can't see it, but my hamster wheel is just out of shot. I've just created a course and I can definitely use your services. So that's brilliant. Thank you.
You'll know all about the hamster wheel.
Yes, I certainly do. In fact, I think it needs oiling. It's been used so much. All right. So what then is one valuable free action that the audience can implement that will help them to solve that problem?
So our recommendation when you're first starting with ads is to create a really valuable lead magnet that you can use to start getting those leads into your email list that you're then going to promote your course to. So you want an aligned lead magnet with your course, and you want it to be the step before your course. And then once you've got that lead magnet, you can test it on your organic channels like your email list or your social media, for example. And then once it's converting, then you can move into paid advertising and you can scale that massively. But you just first need to make sure that people want it organically. Otherwise, you're just pouring dead money into ads.
Which is always the biggest fear. It's my biggest fear with all of the ad agents. You can really literally lose your shirt if you don't get it right. And so you do need solid grounding and professional advice on doing that, don't you?
That's exactly right. There's no point starting ads until you've validated the idea or people in your market want it, because it's just an amplifier. It's not going to create miracles for something that people don't want.
Yeah, it's not magic. There's a science, absolutely. So now we know a little bit more about what you do. Let's talk about goal busting, the theme of this podcast, meaning how do you make the best use of your productive time to achieve your own business goals? So can you share any tips or advice for someone looking to improve their productivity habits, Nicki?
I certainly can, because I was on the hamster wheel. So now I'm not so much. So what I found was I give myself three main priorities every day and to get those done. But what I actually do is I set myself a time for every single task that I do. And I've noticed that that has helped me get things done more efficiently, stop wasting time trying to perfect things, just get a bit scrappier, because I still am a recovering perfectionist. But setting yourself a time limit means that you get things done quicker, but you also get things done in general and you can move on to the next task. So that's probably my biggest recommendation, so that you don't, keep wasting time on tasks that shouldn't be taking you longer than a certain amount of time. And what you'll find over time is that you'll actually get things done quicker, and you generally get them done in the time that you allocate. And yeah, then you start ticking more goals off your list.
That's brilliant, and I completely relate to the point about perfectionism, and that's such a valuable insight. Perfectionism is something that I write about in my book about procrastination, because they link the two things. They're not linked at all, actually, but that's another story. But it is, nevertheless, perfectionism is an absolute killer of productivity if you let it be.
Oh, it 100% is. And you hear so many experts say, stop being a perfectionist and just get scrappy and take action. And
Yes.
you want to get more done and you want to succeed, then you really need to start doing that, because perfectionism will hold you back massively.
I love that. Get scrappy and take action. That's a great chapter title, isn't it?
Oh yes, there you go.
Yeah, I've just made that up. He says insincerely. I know I've just nicked it off you. Thank you very much. I like that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Final question. What should I have asked you today, Nicki, that I haven't? And what's your answer, please?
I would say, how do you know when it's time to start running meta ads? And that is a really important question, because a lot of people, which I mentioned earlier, start running ads before they're ready. So the answer is when you have validated the idea organically and a handful of people have shown interest in what you offer. So if you don't have any interest at all, there's no point putting money behind it. But if you do have interest and you do have 5 to 10 people that want to buy what you're selling, then you can move into amplifying. But that's particularly with courses. I would only use a handful. But if you are, say, someone that owns an online e-com store, then you might want to use bigger numbers than that. So you might want to have 1,000 people visiting your store and making sure that 2% of those people actually buy. So that would be the metric that I would use. But generally with service-based and course creators, you generally want about 5 to 10 people at least showing interest and purchasing that offer first.
And when you say 5 to 10 people, out of how many that you may have got your message in front of, would that be?
So I think if you have an email list of a couple of hundred and you put it out there, usually you're aiming for a conversion of 2% in general.
So 2% for that too, yeah.
Yeah, 2% for anyone is, on average, is something that you would use as like a goal metric.
Okay, that's brilliant. Thank you very much. That's really helpful. So And oh yeah, so and look at that. I got a message to say our time's up on the 7 minutes. I panicked for a minute. I thought, oh no, it stopped recording. No, it just meant that you had actually finished perfectly on time on the 7 minutes. How cool is that? Excellent.
You know, I'm all about finishing things on time. They have to fit within the time slot, so we had to do it.
We definitely had to do it in this time slot because you will be going to bed soon, and I still have an entire day in front of me to catch up with you. So that's brilliant. Thank you.
Yeah, no, you're very welcome. Thank you for having me. I've loved this.
Yeah, I've loved it too. So a very important question though, Nicki, is how can people get hold of you? And also a very cheeky question, which is how could they get like a nice little valuable free resource from you, which I will post under the video for people watching it on video, and they will also find it in all the descriptions that go out with this podcast. And I'm asking you to say it right now, so they'll hear it too.
Amazing. Yeah, I'd love to share. Thank you. So you can find me at the digitalexchange.co for my website, but then also my handle on Instagram is the digitalexchange.co. And then a freebie that I know your audience will love is our free meta ads graphic templates. So you can find those at the digitalexchange.co/templates. And there's 20 free post and story templates that we've created based on high converting graphics.
Brilliant. Well, I thought I knew what I was going to be doing after this call, but I'm not. I know I'm going to go and get those before I do anything else because they sound
Definitely
really...
do. I'm not sure how long we're keeping them up for, so definitely get your hands on them before. No, I'm only joking. I'll keep them up for you.
No. Scarcity is a good thing. Scarcity is a good thing. I understand what you're saying there. No, but thank you. I appreciate that. And I very much appreciate having you on the podcast today. Thank you so much. It's been very interesting. My ears, you can't see them here, but they've been pricking up all the way through going, oh yeah, that sounds good. That sounds like a good idea. Because actually the thing that you really address indirectly but directly is that advertising online these days, unlike it was 10, 15, even 20 years ago, it's really scary now. The costs are just unbelievable if you make a mistake. It's so important that you go in with a strategy that means that you know what you're doing.
Exactly. So if you go in with the right strategy, you can do really well. But if you don't go in with any strategy at all, you can also lose a lot of money.
That's right. I mean,
yeah, it's a great tool, but you have to you have to know what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the days, I expect you do too, where you could, it was like a 1 cent a click, and it was like, yes. Oh yeah, so I get 1,000 clicks. Oh, so it's cost me $1. So what? Those days are long gone.
Yeah, they're very long gone. It's a lot more competitive now, that's for sure.
Yeah, Nicki, it's been wonderful. Thank you again, and I will say bye-bye now. Thank you.
No worries. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for tuning in to Goalbusters. If you're enjoying it, please subscribe, rate and review it on your favourite podcast platform. Your support is very much appreciated. And if you're ready to boost your online profits, skyrocket your productivity, crush procrastination and see a positive change in your bank balance, all within just 30 days, this is your opportunity. Take my free 5-day challenge at www.skyrocketyourproductivitychallenge.com.